I think there should be a rule in sports, no matter the sport, that bad teams should be punished for being bad for an extended period of time. There's no reason why your team should be bad for years on end. I am a lifelong Bulls and Raiders fan, unfortunately. Basketball and football are my two favorite sports. I don't really watch any other sports outside of that. But those are my two teams, and I obviously haven't had much joy watching either team in my lifetime. I was born after the Jordan years. I had some excitement when D Rose was doing his thing, and two times I can recall that I was the most excited for that Bulls team or for a Bulls team was 2015 when we took the Cavs to Game 6 in the second round. It was that year D Rose hit that game winner on the three, and they were up 2-1. And I honestly do believe, I don't care what nobody says, I do believe that if the Bulls beat the Cavs, they win the championship that year. I believe it. I think they go. I think they definitely beat the Hawks, and then I think they beat the Warriors because it was the first year of the Warriors doing their thing. I don't care. I will die on that hill. That was the first year that I was like, I'm a fan of a good team. But I was only, well, how old was I? I was maybe 11 or 12. I was a kid. And second time I felt good about a Bulls team was pretty recent, 2021, 22, when they had Zach LaVine, DeMar DeRozan, Lonzo Ball. DeMar looked like he was going to win MVP. Had the Bulls done better that year. And they were the first seed up until they started getting injured. And I was excited, man. I was watching every single game. That's the first time I got League Pass. I was watching every Bulls game. I'm not lying. And besides that, it's just been not good. Raiders, it's only been 1 year in 2016 when they went 12-4. Derek Carr hurts his leg. I forget. I think he broke it against the Colts, and that was over with. Not a single year after that have I been excited, no matter the good receivers or good players they've had. I've known it was going to be bullshit. People were excited about this year because, they had a new coach, Pete Carroll, who's obviously well established as a good coach in the league. They got Brock Bowers. They had just got, what's his name? I'm blanking on his name, Ashton Genty. And I was like, I'm not going to believe it until I see who the quarterback is. They got Geno Smith. I immediately knew it was bad. I don't care if anybody thinks I'm lying. The second they signed Geno Smith, I knew it was over. Geno Smith does nothing for me. I don't care if he did good with the Seahawks. I knew he wasn't going to do good. And sure, you can blame it on all the other stuff, but at the same time, bro, you throw picks left and right. I'm sick of it. And I don't need, it's at the point I don't remember the last time I watched a full Raiders game. I still watch full Bulls games from time to time because I'm more of a basketball fan than a football fan. But it's just tough being a fan of horrible, incompetent teams. It's the most frustrating shit ever. I don't care if people say I'm not a real fan. I'm a real fan. I'm a real fan. I'm not a dumb fan. I'm not a fan that's going to put myself through the displeasure of watching a bad team just to say that I'm a real fan. I'm a real fan, but I'm also not going to waste my time. If I'm going to take time out of my day to watch a sports game, I'm not going to watch a bad team. I don't care if it's my favorite team. I'm not going to watch it. Long intro. If you stuck around, thank you. But I'd say all that to say, what the fuck are the Clippers doing? I saw that the Clippers released Chris Paul, and it kind of blew my mind because I initially saw it when I was busy, and then as I got free later in the day, I saw some more details, and they were saying that he was having issues with the coaching, calling people out, and people were having an issue with that, and they didn't like his style of confrontation, how he was going about his issues that he had with the team. And I'm like, why would you sign Chris Paul knowing that that's something he's been known for his entire career and then have an issue with it? And why do you even have an issue with it when you're that terrible? You guys are about to give OKC the number one pick. If James Harden wasn't out there playing as good as he is, nobody would even bat an eye towards the Clippers. Not a single person, because your star player, Kawhi, is never fucking playing. Your second star player, James Harden, is out there carrying the shit out of the team. He's what, 37? You guys have a team full of old ass players who, let's be honest, we've seen it enough times. A team full of old players is never going to do anything. It's cool to have the names. You're never going to do anything with a team full of old players. It's never going to happen. So why is there an issue when your franchise's greatest player comes back and it's known at this point that he's the vet to bring in. He's not going to give you great production because he's old as shit. Why bring him in with that knowledge? And then obviously we're off on the outside looking in, so we don't know exactly what was said. We don't know the extent of how bothered people were. But my thinking is just like, why would you bring in the vet and then get mad when he's taking the vet role? It's fucked up because he just announced his retirement. So now y'all got to give him the farewell tour, man. He wanted to retire a Clipper. He's the greatest player in Clippers franchise, and y'all couldn't even do that for him. You have nothing going for you this year. Nothing. Not a single thing. You're not going to go into the playoffs. Kawhi's not going to come back and just lift y'all up into playoff contention. He's going to come back, play maybe 10 games, and then he's out for another 2 to 4 months. That's just how it goes. And the fact that y'all think it's going to be different every year blows my fucking mind. What were y'all thinking letting go of Norman Powell to get Bradley Beal? What are we doing? It doesn't make an ounce of sense to me. And I say all that to say the Clippers, I won't say they've always been terrible, because for the past decade or so, they've had a lot of years where they're in the playoffs. No one ever really looks at them as a contender for the title, apart from that first year with Kawhi and Paul George. But after that, we knew what it was. We knew y'all were going to get injured every year. We knew y'all are inconsistent. We knew y'all don't show up in the playoffs. We knew what it was. So nobody's ever looking at y'all as a championship contender. There needs to be something in place. I don't know what it is. There needs to be something where the commissioner interferes with these teams and he's like, yo, y'all are terrible. Terrible. I'm taking away y'all's pick. Something. I don't know. Commissioners can interfere. You saw David Stern interfere with the Lakers when they went and got Chris Paul back in the day. It can happen. When a team is doing bad, the blame is always placed on the coaches and the players and the GMs. What about the owners? Because at the end of the day, it all starts with them. I don't know how that would all work, but there needs to be something in place. My light just turned off. There needs to be something in place where, I don't know, a team needs to face some sort of punishment after just being so stupid for so long. I get it. Only one team can win a championship every year. But it's like, dude, you guys make the same mistakes over and over and over and over and over again. And it's beyond me. Because it's like, if you're in that position where you're managing a professional sports team, you should have the knowledge of what is working and what isn't working. That should be your job, to know what to fix and to know how to fix it. And the fact that so many of these fucking front office people don't know how to fix the issues. And I got to tell you, I know there's a business side to it that nobody knows about. I know that. But dude, you can't be that slim on solutions. I don't care what nobody says. There's solutions that these dudes are just choosing not to go with. And it's annoying to watch. I just had to get on here and complain about that because I feel for Clippers fans right now. I know Clippers fans, y'all know y'all ain't going to do nothing every year. But I think like a Chris Paul retirement farewell tour would have been cool because he's your franchise's best player. He deserves to be sent off in a respectful, honorable way. I know if D Rose came back for his last season in the league and spent it with the Bulls, I would have tuned in for a majority of the games just to see him get on the court and have people pay their respects to his career. I would have loved to see that. Yeah, being a fan of a shitty sports franchise, it's tough. Reason 999 why the Clippers are little brother to the Lakers. It is what it is. It's always going to be that way. Yeah, I just had to get on here and complain about that. If you watched through that long ass intro that I did just to get to my point, I appreciate you. Please like and subscribe for more videos. I'm out.